Good afternoon and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for March 22nd, 2020. I'm Mom, and today I'm joined by the ever wonderful Frost.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. So I think for a while it'll just be us. I don't know how many people are joining in today.
Pi is on.
Oh, bye, son.
Bully him into getting into it. Said he was 6. I mean, I'm not going to hold him to it or anything. But
Yeah. I texted him earlier, so hopefully he will be here. Let me just check my Skype. It says I'll see you in 2 hours, which was 2 hours ago, so hopefully we'll see him.
I get to play on Nimbus and
Oh, lovely.
then go to Dyson Sphere and all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, that's not bad. I have left 3 Iconian TFOs.
Okay. Well,
Which
I'm
is
happy to assist with that.
Well, I don't mind doing bug hunt. Bug hunt can be a lot of fun. Then we also have Gateway to Grethor, no problem. Herald Sphere, a little more challenging, but not the end of the world.
I spoiled myself because this carrier is just so powerful. And I'm just sitting there taking all of the stuff I'm doing for granted. And I tried going to a different ship to do a TFO, got completely destroyed.
Yeah, that happens. Well, I was so happy I gotten up to 39,000 DPS on my Kittimer Alliance battle cruiser, but went into a couple of ISAs today and was doing.
Pi.
It's Pi.
There's a Pi in the chat.
Hi, Pi. How are you feeling? Frost says you're not well.
Yeah, getting better.
Well, that is good. I'm glad to hear it.
You were saying, Mom, I apologize for you.
Oh, no, nothing. I was just saying that I can't consistently keep my Kittimer above mid-20s. It sometimes in the low 30s, but I can't get back up to that high 39 I had, so I got to do some work on it.
Now, I don't
Priority clearance recognition, Alpha 1.
the Kittimer. I really don't. It's an interesting idea for a ship, but it doesn't have anything that really stands out as impressive. It's just a big ass ship that doesn't have a good console, and there's not a lot of like real reason to put a lot of energy into it.
That's true, but it's also not a horrible ship. It can be played with. I'm just wondering, though, if 39 is the maximum I can do on that ship.
Sure, if you gave it to Sav for a bit with some of the consoles she has, she could go much
Yeah,
higher than that.
I'll give Sav the ship and some dilithium and let her go to town.
I
Then
just
all would be
cleared
well.
780,000 dilithium without
Oh.
trying,
That's nice.
and almost none of it's refined. I've got like 87 refined.
Ouch.
Can't do anything with the ore. The ore. I'm just gonna kill 10 Gorn and I'll be able to do almost anything.
Complete 2 Lucari TFOs. Yeah, right.
I have to do 3
Iconian.
Iconian, right? Yeah, I re-roll Lucari, so it's just like, ugh.
Defeat
almost-
Gorn on Nimbus.
That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Here, corny, corny, horny, corny.
I certainly hope they're not horny.
We were doing Borg ISA earlier because somebody had 1 Borg TFO. Okay, that one's not too bad. I had nothing bad. I had a Borg TFO and 10,000 ground AP, so yeah, nothing.
Yeah. I think they did do a graphics upgrade fairly recently.
I think they did, yes. I could be wrong.
It definitely looks like they have.
So I was thinking of doing, let's see, we've got Bug Hunt, Gateway to Grethor, and Herald Sphere are the ones I'm willing to consider for Iconian. Obviously, Battle of Corfez isn't going to happen, though we did well with Brotherhood of the Sword the other day. So I suppose we got some options. Does anybody need to do anything today? Anybody need to do Battle of the Binary Stars or anything else? Or
Well,
any
I need
endeavors?
to do my Battle of Binary Stars.
When-
I don't need to do it, but I wouldn't mind the extra dilithium.
Okay, well, go ahead.
What the heck?
Federation or
Why can't
KDF?
I'm unfed at the moment,
Why can't I? Oh, that's because he's a drone. That would be why.
but I
I
can.
can't
Should
kill
I
this
make a
guy.
team then?
You can make a team.
Well, give me just a second, and I'm happy to join it if you guys would like me.
Sure. Are you Fed or KDF, Frost?
Fed.
Okay, we'll just stick with Fed then.
I like the story for KDF better, but it's just the ships are just all cookie cutters of the exact same idea. There's very little imagination.
Yes, agreed. Well, I need to start a new account and a new tune, and I think I have to start one. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go with Romulan, because I really want to get the whole...
Why? You said a new account?
A new
What do you mean
account.
Why a
No.
new account?
I want a new account. Reason being, I love to play the ground missions on New Romulus, but it's set up now that with the exception of the staging area, they're all one and dones. Once you've played them, you can't play them again. I intend to create an account that will stop there so that they can share those with all of my players, or all of my tunes on my account,
It's an interesting way to go about it.
because I really enjoy it.
Well, I'm glad you do. I hate the ground missions on New Romulus.
Like Atlion Wall Ruins and stuff like that.
I just
Atli is under 2 minutes, even if you solo it. And if it's the first run of the day, it's 1,400 dilithium in under 2 minutes.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I get over 4,000 every morning when I log on, regardless.
Well, yeah, but no, the dilithium's good. The marks are good. You can sell the marks for dilithium, so it's that. I mean, it's just a win-win-win for 2 minutes. And
I hear you.
it's quiet. It's peaceful. You can sit there in the nice quietness and play with the nanovs and
There's quietness and peacefulness.
yes. I don't care too much for Vastum Peaks. That one takes too much time for the reward. But the other ones are pretty fast. Just because basically Vastum Peaks is the only one where you have to kill things. There's no way to get around it. But all the others can be nice and pleasant.
Mom doesn't have any story. She has experiences, Sav.
Oh, Red Bear, I was planning on adding a bioneural circuits to that ship next, and after that the tachyokinetic converter. So those are the next two things to go on it. But I wanted to get a consistent feel for where I was at. Sav is the only one who gets to call me old. Right, Sav?
I didn't call anybody old.
She always calls... I know. Sav always calls me old. No, I like New Romulus. It's my Sunday thing was to always go to New Romulus and play all the ground missions. Switch out tunes, play all the ground missions. Wind up with a ton of marks and just very peaceful for my day. Hey, speaking of peaceful, let's see where we are at. All right, that.
Oh crap! I forgot to do my duty. I apologize. I'm breaking the rules.
All right, let's add some projects here.
SFMC needs a lot of fleet marks.
Does it? SFMC needs fleet marks, fleet mates. Go give them your money. Sorry, give them your fleet marks. I queued a whole stack of projects for which one? SGA, and had a few people take care of those. Oh goodness, we are low on slotted projects here. And if anybody needs it, there is a colony. Ooh, regular Starfleet Strike Group needs fleet marks in the special projects under Starbase. Needs fleet marks, civilian duty officers, and energy credits. So if you need to burn some marks, there's 360 open.
Yeah, it's almost always. I almost always have that running. So anybody that ever needs to do it, let me know. As you were talking, I was getting that filled.
Oh, good. I'm going to put in a few prisoners there.
They're misunderstood, Mom. They deserve proper representation.
Pardon?
They're falsely accused. I'm sure of it.
That's fine. They can go work their way back to freedom.
Should I set it up?
Yeah, I would say so. It doesn't look like anyone else is joining us.
You ready, Frost?
I'm ready.
Weeboo.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I did a couple of AFKs with somebody earlier because they were short one person for a private team.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah, as long as they have agreed that it's an AFK, I don't mind.
Yeah, he was specifically looking for an AFK team. Made it very clear. And it was nice. Gave me a chance to go down, make myself some coffee, get a glass of wine, do some dailies.
Then I don't mind if it's agreed.
Yeah,
But those people where you come in and then 3 of them just sit there and do nothing.
Like pie. I mean, not pie. Yeah, like pie.
Pi, did you invite Lexers to join us?
No.
Wow, that's coincidental. He's in here.
Well, that's cool. Six seconds. I don't understand the pause. I really don't get it.
Well, somebody said, the first time you play it, it's nice to have a little time to do your setup. But we've all been playing it for 2 years now? Year plus now.
I mean, for like 30 seconds I understand, but a full minute, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I suspect there's a reason, but we may never know what it is. Oh, that's right. This is a different tune. I've been running the Alliance all day today and then just remembered this isn't that ship. Oops. But when you sit out of it and you're just doing AFK, you realize this is a really large amount of time for having nothing getting accomplished.
Yeah.
What did I got? Ooh.
Mom,
What?
what the heck?
Everybody's gotta die sometime.
No, that's not true.
Well, it is true when you forget to hit your saves. And this ship really isn't well set up.
It's Jason's fault.
So the last episode of Picard is this week. And I was thinking we ought to
I just have one problem with the I saw the episode once
Okay.
you were done streaming.
Uh-huh. You only have one problem with it? I have more than one problem with it.
Okay. Just one problem that I noticed.
Yes?
A poke in the eye and the android dies.
Yeah, I know. I said that. The comment that came back when I mentioned that was, well, it hit something in the brain and short-circuited. But
I look at it like this. If you look at movies, you look at, the stuff that's out there, and everybody likes to feel as though, like, you shoot a monitor and it destroys a computer. It's writers that have no idea how technology works or what the hell they're supposed to do with it, talking about technology they couldn't possibly understand in situations they'll never find themselves in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest problem I have with Hollywood, is they don't care about, like, actually knowing the stuff that they're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's one thing I try to do right when I'm doing fiction is to make sure if I do science stuff, it's either so theoretical that it could be okay, or it's accurate.
Yeah, I thought for a while when I first started writing, this was back in my 20s, that I was writing science fact, based science fiction, because I was in differential equations, and, spatial mechanics and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really fascinated with the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Okay.
And so I know a great deal about the Einstein-Rosen bridge, and I started wondering, how similar it was to the idea behind Frank Herbert's Dune.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, that would be such an awesome story to write about. So I started this story, and I got, I don't know, it's like 400 or 500 pages in. My biggest problem with when I write these stories is that I never seem to know when to end the book. Because I swear to God, this book, before I finally came to the stopping point, I tried to mix, like, Merlinic type magic with the science of Dune. And I thought it would be awesome, but I never got to the point where, it came to the point where I felt I had told enough of the story that it could be just left on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest problem I have with writing. So I think I write some really good stuff. Most people that have read it agree, but it's just, I don't know when to stop the damn book.
Well, that's frequently the case. I had written a story, put it out in fanfic.net, and I was done with the story. And I immediately got hit with, and then what happened? What do you mean, and then what happened? It's done. Story's over. We are done. End of story. Oh, no, you can't leave it there. Yeah, I can.
It's my book. I can do whatever the hell I want.
But I got kind of harassed into writing more, and it was okay, but I had kind of lost my interest in it. If it was up to me, I would have written another book.
Yeah, there's a series I'm listening to, or I was listening to not so long ago, called Sufficiently Advanced Magic. That was a really interesting concept. Because
Oh, we already done here? Damn.
No, we got 20 more. Up at the Clark?
Yeah, but the other.
Yeah,
we're done. We're good.
I'm working as fast as I can. Unfortunately, I'm the only person working.
No, you got...
No, you got...
You're there.
Dexter.
And Lexus is there.
Okay, well, he wasn't before.
Well, he was saying that there's not enough people up north, so yeah, he was paying attention.
What are you guys doing?
Battle at Binary Stars.
But yeah, I wanted to write up.
So you used to talk hearing.
What's that?
When I text,
So,
I said,
you're roboting a little bit.
Dante really breaking up.
how is that?
Oh, that's good.
Sounds a lot better.
What I was saying was, I was talking to you guys, and when I asked the question, I said, question mark, bind it. Because I'm so used to talking into my freaking phone. While I text.
My wife does it all the time. Like, we'll be in the middle of a normal conversation. It's like question mark, exclamation point. It's like quotation marks. So like, I need that
Found
really
myself,
kills the entire idea.
leaving messages on phone machines too.
I have to jump back into chat as soon as we're done here, since I saw that Mar Hawkman has joined us. And yes,
Well,
I do have to get a second monitor one of these days to make life easier.
I'm telling you, I've got like 8 of them here. All you gotta do is like send me the shipping cost and I'll send it to you.
You got it. Tell me how much you need.
I actually don't know how much it would have to be. Oh, I swear to God, I got like 8 freaking monitors here I'm not using.
Well, I used to have tons of monitors, but they're all little, and I've gotten really spoiled and basically using, I think that's 37-inch at the moment, which is great.
I recently transitioned from HDMI to DisplayPorts.
Yeah.
So it requires a considerable technology change, and it's really confusing to figure out. I was like, well, exactly what should I have everything on? So I'm back to the way that I was.
Mm-hmm.
So on one of the, I have 5 monitors because of the work that I do, and one of the monitors is set to like the normal 1080 by 720 or 1024 by 720, whatever. And then my other ones are set to like 3840 or whatever. But I don't see any significant difference between them. And so I've got to figure out whether I really made a good investment or not.
Well, I bought a really nice monitor / TV, and very happy with it, except it didn't work on my old computer. Okay, fine. So I turned it into a bedroom television. Then got a new computer when I killed my old computer.
You killed
And
it?
after 10 plus years, it passed on. And my husband rebuilt it, so I now have 2 computers, but now I have to get a monitor for it.
You need to get a streaming monitor or a streaming computer and then a plain computer.
Exactly.
And then link it up.
Yep. I had a friend here who offered to do it when he was here, and my husband was like, no, I can take care of that, and hasn't done it yet. Nothing against my husband. A friend of those computer guys, so I'm like, yeah, fine. If you want to do that in exchange for staying with us, that's cool. Totally good with that.
Gotta educate you on how to calibrate hardware.
I will laugh at that because I am so technically non-savvy.
But you're the most savvy person at where you work, so I mean,
Well,
that's the
worked,
concern.
past tense worked. Oh, yeah. That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying that I was considered to be capable.
It made my job as a red team manager so much easier. I knew that the people I was talking to didn't have a clue as to what the hell was going on. That made a huge difference. Because, I mean, I didn't have to ask them questions that I actually needed. I just had to basically build from scratch every time.
Yep.
And that's actually comforting. Because when you know you can't rely on them, it's a lot easier to do your work. Because they no longer become an issue.
I know enough to be dangerous.
Well, everybody knows enough to be dangerous. Okay.
Well, some people are ignorant enough to be dangerous.
Well, that's true. Well, even people that know something are ignorant to be dangerous.
Hey, do you ever think they'll let us kill the sarcophagus for real? Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't know. I brought it down.
Give
to
us a
zero
mission.
Several times.
Oh, yeah. I want to see it go bluey in some episode.
Yeah, but I mean, Discovery really didn't cover it all that well.
No.
It was just boring. I mean, there's a whole thing where they're talking about putting Michael Burnham into a series all on their own, and it's gonna be kind of a combat series. Like she was all like badass, whatever. But there just wasn't enough of an interest in my eyes to see somebody that really didn't appear to be a martial artist do martial arts stuff.
Oh, yes. I've watched 2 things recently. One is a commercial for some energy drink for kids, or protein drink or something. And the kid has, maybe she's an 8-year-old, and she's got great technique right up to the nanosecond that she flicks her toes out in the kick. And up till that moment, it's fine. Because on a technical level, it's a decent kick. And then I watched something for a show where there's supposed to be a woman who can defend herself, and she does the worst front kick I have ever seen. It's like she's stomping on a jelly bean.
The worst thing I've seen thus far, out of everything that I've seen in the recent past, was the movie Peppermint.
I haven't seen that.
Seen it?
I have not.
It's got Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? Garner.
Okay.
It's her family gets killed. The police don't do anything about it, so she feels she has to get involved to do something. Blah 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 blah, and she learns all this stuff. And through my experience in fighting and my experience in watching fights, it is the worst like technique-driven stuff I've ever seen.
That happens so much. All right, I'm going to jump back into chat here. Mar Hawkman said that the long delay at the beginning of the missions he heard was for a pause so people could load into the instance. And Red Bear is wondering why the issue of rubber banding, which seems to be getting worse, isn't being addressed.
Well, see, rubber banding isn't totally a cryptic issue because AWS is currently trying. This is industry knowledge. AWS is trying to buy out a lot of the transit lines around particular IPSs. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, just say something. But as AWS has a larger market share, they have less and less control over the cloud providers that they actually offer to people. So they are currently in a point in which the latency between different cloud providers is becoming more significant because they have to take some of them off so that they can turn the intermediary relays that they have on, so it's not so confusing. So it's not a permanent problem, but it makes a lot of us frustrated. Did that confuse everybody? I apologize if I did.
No, it actually wasn't bad. I kind of understood that.
So you can blame Amazon for that, as in almost everything else.
I will blame Amazon then. Mar Hawkman, one thing someone pointed out to me a long time ago is different martial arts have different ideas as to proper form. 100% correct. Absolutely correct.
I study Kempo.
Mm-hmm.
And Kempo was specifically designed to fight against Kung Fu and Taekwondo.
Mm-hmm.
So our styles are very loose and very sloppy looking. But they're done that way specifically so the people that we fight against are thinking that we don't know what we're doing. And then when they're looking up from us from the pavement, then they realize the whole thing is an act.
Yes. It's a little bit like drunken boxing. It's that relaxed style.
I don't know. I don't have any idea how they can boxing. It's just too many Chinese people drink.
My son's actually kind of good at it. In these two particular ones I'm talking about, the little girl flicks her toes on the last count, which is what you do when you're a yellow belt, but having done it once and accidentally made contact with an oak table and shattered a foot, you don't want to learn how to do that. You want to learn from the beginning not to do that one. And the other one is just...
That's the first bit.
Yeah, that was the first bit. It wasn't the intention. The table just jumped out and attacked my foot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then
Sure.
the second one is just enthusiasm over training. And it's very obvious. It's just somebody who's trying to be enthusiastic and an actress and go, I know how to do the front kick. And it's not going out right.
But I mean, Jennifer Garner is... It doesn't matter if she was an Electra or not. She's not a fighter. She shouldn't appear to be a fighter. I mean, she's an attractive woman that is known for her drama. Why is she putting so much energy into being not that?
Corny.
What's the name of it? Oh, Action Thriller Peppermint. I see that there.
Here, corny.
It's a revenge thriller thing that is so badly done.
I totally believe that.
Here, corny.
I don't think they're going to respond to you. I'm just saying.
Why?
Because they don't like you. It's something personal, I'm sure. Oh, hi there.
Is that the kitty?
No, that was Gorn that I'm trying to kill. And didn't show up.
No, she wasn't great as Electra Sav. You are quite right with that. She's a decent enough actress. She's not my favorite, but I've got no issues with her. It's just... meh?
To be fair, I mean, she has the same affability as freaking Ben Affleck.
Well, there you go.
I mean, he's not a great fighter. He's not a great anything, but he holds his own in an unexpected role.
Yeah.
There's just certain things they just shouldn't do.
This is true.
For some reason they put him there.
Oh,
yeah.
a Gorn engineer. Let's go back and kill him.
Can Gorn
Well, you're on Nimbus, aren't you?
Yes. I had to kill like 20 Gorn. Okay,
Red Bear needs a Lucari and a couple of Terran ships. Terran ships best way to go is up in Badlands. I'm happy to go to Badlands. And we can all team for Lucari.
I need to kill Voth, and I can't find any right now.
Ships or people?
Ships. I'm in Dyson.
Is it battle? Is it battle zone you need? Is it specific battle zone?
Or can...
It just says Voth ships.
Okay, then
Okay. Take the patrol. Give me a minute. There is a patrol with the Borg that has just Voth ships.
No. Voth ships can be found in TFOs, the Solani Dyson Sphere, and story missions.
Yes.
Oh,
like
gosh.
I said, there is a TFO, or there is a patrol. Let me see if I can find it.
Is it Archer?
No, it's not Archer.
Archer is Tholians. Sav, let me check on the permissions for you.
I have this thing called the interweb. I can check that. Okay, so I can do.
I think
Delta
it's
Quadrant.
the. I think it's the one
Deep
called
Space
Praying.
Encountered. In the Delta Quadrant. Borg disconnected. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, the Voth Fortress ship.
Sav, Lexers has access to Strike Group. Lexers is a user.
Circles and circles, breach.
I think I need to play the Praying upon the Weak, the foreign system. I think that has Voth ships in it.
But what quadrant is that in?
No, take the patrol in your UI, patrol UI, and play the
do that.
Praying upon the Weak. I think that's the one.
Preying upon the weak.
I will go back here to Mar Hawkman. I think a lot of actors learn the forms from someone who knows to show them to do it right, but they don't really get it since they only have had a week of practice or two. Yes, absolutely. Then there's the young lady who played Arya Stark, who learned proper sword fighting.
That's What War. That's What War. My bad.
Oh my gosh. You ruin everything, man.
I was actually watching a review of the last Star Wars movie.
Oh my god, that was such a train wreck.
Yeah, and I happened to see just one short clip in which, oh god, what's her name? The lady who wears white, and Darth Vader Jr., whose names totally elude me.
Daisy is her first name. I don't remember her last name. Daisy Ridley.
Well, they both were using their lightsabers, and they both had such crap form. I'm just amazed that nobody cut their heads off.
Well, it's because they all have plot defenses.
Try Aftermath.
Well, I'm already in the middle of it. I was following your advice, and now I can't do anything with it. It's just the way things are. So thanks, Pi. I can't just leave the patrol now that I'm in it.
Yes, you can.
Sometimes you can.
No, that's not the way it works. Not if I want to do another one. Or, anything else. This is a long one, and it's a boring one.
We'll leave it. Yeah, so anyway, I'm watching both of these two people take their swords and strike at one person, and they both lean forward. And it's like the first thing you learn. Don't lean forward. Put your weight on your back foot. I saw Highlander Endgame Sav.
It depends on the style.
This is the style where if you lean forward the way they're leaning forward, somebody's going to cut off your head.
My idol right now in the acting world is Adrian Paul.
Who?
Adrian Paul, the guy who played
Connor
in Highlander.
Yeah, absolutely.
He also played the bad guy in the second to last season of Archer.
Oh, did he really?
And he's one of the best sword fighters I've ever seen.
Well, he had some practice, I'll say.
He's a world champion.
Really?
Yeah, he's really good.
That's cool.
But the problem I always have with these kinds of actors is they're not allowed to really show their true ability. Because, you look at, Michael J. White, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody know who he is?
Yes.
So Michael
I
J.
would.
White, he's a world champion in... I don't think it's... He did MMA, but he was a world champion of something else. I forget what it was. Anyway, guy's an absolutely masterful fighter, and they've had him in one, just one, like legitimate fighting movie, and that was fucking Spawn. And then he did Blood to Bone shortly after that, and it was marginally successful. I thought it was a great movie, just because it showed actual MMA form and things of that nature. And then I saw somebody actually represent him properly in friggin' Archer again. But that was the second to last season in which they worked with him, and you actually got to see him actually fight, and it was so like valuable to see, because you have those caliber of fighters out there that really do know their stuff, and they never get a chance to use it.
Yeah, it's
right now. The heir apparent for what's his name, friggin' Van Damme.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Why is my memory so bad today? Anyway, he does Jason something. It's not Jason. I don't know what it is. Anyway, this guy's done a few action movies, and he basically took over for Van Damme, and Van Damme is clearly passing the torch on him because he's done movies with Van Damme. And he's done things against Michael J. White recently, and I'm really quite happy with how they're treating martial artists with the actual ability that they have.
Hey, I just pulled him up really quick. He does Shotokan, Taekwondo, Kubudo, Goju-Ryu, Tangsudo, Wushu, and his focus is on Kyokushin.
God bless you.
Here.
You should see a doctor for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound good. Sounds worse than the corona.
Well, corona isn't very bad, but I understand.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I heard the stupidest thing from my mother-in-law. I mean, I'm not surprised that it came from my mother-in-law. Oh my gosh. My mother-in-law has this obsession that if it's good, then Fox News will tell her it is. And so, as you can imagine, she's just one of those people. She's not a Republican. She insists that she's not a Republican. She watches Fox. So she has even less of an idea what the hell's going on. I mean, if you're at least partisan, that's one thing. But holy hell. But anyway, she's talking about. It's like, oh, she didn't know that kids could get coronavirus. It's like, first of all, I can't stand that people call it a coronavirus, because it's the corona class of virus.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Several viruses that can claim to be the coronavirus.
Let me interrupt for a second. Frost, your volume's a little low, according to Sav.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Well, over here they called it corona for 2 weeks, and now they call it COVID-19.
Yep.
Because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the official name for it.
Yep.
See, the corona class of viruses includes things like SARS, includes things like anything that is zoologically transmitted can count as a coronavirus. And they came from bats. COVID-19 came from bats.
That is one theory. We really don't know where it came from.
Weeble?
Well, they're talking about they can identify the person that sold the bat, and it tested positive for a very similar disease that came up with coronavirus. So, I mean, you're very right. It could be something else. But there's an awful lot that says it came from that bat. And since SARS came from pigs and all these other things, I mean, zoological transmission is the most likely cause.
Oh, yeah.
Is it definitely the answer? No, of course not. But
From what I understand, the coronavirus is a class of viruses that it's a sphere with a series of spines around the edge that make a crown, and that's why they call it a coronavirus, because corona means crown. You know, I'm not much of a beer drinker, but I still feel sorry for Corona Beer Company.
Yeah,
Because people stop buying their beer just because of the name.
Well, there used to be a weight loss product called AIDS, AYDS. Guess what went out of business? Fast.
I can tell you
that's too funny.
over here they have like a weight loss product line called ISIS.
Do you guys remember the?
And the product has actually existed for so many years, and now then the group ISIS came up. So now they changed the wording and the spelling a bit. So now it's not like ISIS, but
Yeah. There's a company called Big Ass Fans, and yes, that is an actual brand name.
Yes, it is.
One of their fans was called Enices.
Oh no.
I actually have a good emote for that.
There was a
If you
coffee
look
shop
into it.
not too far from here that was called Badass Coffee. And shortly after that, I ran into Big Ass Fans, which were indeed Big Ass Fans.
They sell.
Yeah, there's a
badass
couple of stores
coffee
here.
in stores here.
Yeah, there's a couple of stores here, convenience stores here that have those Big Ass fans hanging off their ceiling. And
Oh yeah, those things
names
are awesome.
appropriate. Names appropriate. They're a high volume, low velocity fan.
Yep. We used to use them in our school where we had no air conditioning.
Really?
Yeah.
We
those
use
things
them
are
in our
great.
server rooms.
Yep.
We have probably 11 of them going at the same time.
Oh, that's a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah,
not
we
cheap
probably
fans.
spend easily over $1 million a day. The amount of money that they go through to just maintain that stuff, it makes sense. I mean, they're
I always
called-
thought those were pretty cheap to operate.
It's not that it's cheap to it's not that it's cheap or expensive to operate. The environments that they have them in are very specific. They're called positive airflow. Anybody that's ever worked in a clean room knows what I'm talking about. Literally zero contaminants, zero anything from outside of that room gets into that room because everything in there is pushing out.
Yeah, I remember having to go into a clean room to work on a copy machine, and I brought a cardboard box with me, and they told me I couldn't bring the cardboard box. It was a corrugated cardboard box.
Yep.
They wouldn't, I had to take everything out of it and just leave the box by the door.
I'm surprised they let you bring the tools in.
Well, they didn't have much choice. It was either let me bring my tools in or go without a fax machine.
If it were done where I worked, they would have brought the machine out to you.
Well, they probably should. Well, they would have had to brought a phone line to me too.
Well, that's not a hard thing to get though. But I mean, where I work, you go through you go through something called a static shower, which is basically they have these.
Well, maybe this wasn't just near as extreme. This was an area where they stored a lot of medical supplies.
Okay.
I guess it wasn't the extreme that you're talking about.
Well, I work on a tier 2 clean room. I don't know what that means to anybody else. I don't even necessarily know what it means to me.
But well, I mean, it was. I say it was a clean room. It was basically it had to be sanitary, super sanitary in there because they had a lot of medical supplies in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they wouldn't let me bring cardboard boxes because corrugated cardboard germs can travel in those things.
If they allowed you to
easily.
bring your stuff in, it's called an exclusion zone, not a clean room.
Okay.
They're not.
Well, whatever
they're
it was.
Mostly the same thing, but they are different in the level of accreditation that they have. That's the biggest difference that I know of. Like, I'm not an expert. I just know that I've been working with this stuff for a long time. And they have gotten crazy with everybody's concerned. I mean, the biggest reason why you're not allowed to bring your stuff in is there's something called air tripping. That's a really big problem in cybersecurity these days. Basically, what it means is a person can come in with a pen or a phone or I've seen it on Power Drill, we've seen it in a pager, we've seen it all over the place, where people will come in and these devices will have radios in them that will instantly connect to other machines that have a radio in them. steal information, and then when they leave, they sell that information. And there's
Okay,
no
that
way-
was not their concern on this one.
Okay, well, that's the big concern that we have to worry about. So that's why you would never bring your tools in that kind of a situation. Because it does happen quite often.
Man, they're really after you. Well, I remember. Okay, yeah, I remember you talking about what you guys do. So I can't say I blame you for going to that extreme.
Well, I mean, it has happened to us, and that's why it's so bad. Is we could say, oh, this doesn't happen, but it does very much happen. Jumping mechanism. I need to find a freaking space thing, not a ground thing.
Surely those guys get in big trouble for trying that, don't they?
Yeah, it's a federal crime. They go to jail for quite a while. I'd like to say it's something that they... I mean, you hear about the fairy tales of them hiring like wayward hackers and stuff like that because they got in and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen. They just go to jail now.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore because they realize that when you allow hackers to work for you, those hackers are still hackers and they're still stealing shit from you. So they don't just do that anymore. I was lucky that I started off that way, but I did it in a school environment. But it was frustrating to say the least. I mean, I've had to make this final call on people that came in and stole from us. It's like, should they work for us? Should we just let them go? This, that, and the other thing. It's like, no, fucking prosecute them. It's like, they're there for a reason, and that reason wasn't an accident. You can't expect they're going to somehow be buddy-buddy now that they work at the same side.
Well, I did my endeavors. I don't know about you guys.
Well, we're trying to do Vault and Snared at the moment, and not going great.
I'm trying to do...
Well, I'm
trying to
still
kill
eating.
boss.
I'm still eating dinner, so that's why I'm not even in the game right now.
Why Vault and Snared? The Tholian ships?
Yeah.
It's just to take an archer.
Well, maybe somebody else wanted to do it? Yeah.
I don't care about the goddamn... I have never done this mission before.
Which one are you doing?
Over the horizon? Just up between the stars?
Oh, I love that one. It's bizarre, but it's fun.
Hail Admiral Tupac. I just want to fight some freaking Voth. That's all I want to do.
Well, there's not a lot of Voth in that one.
I only need to kill 10 or 9.
There's... That's the one where you... Oh, how far are you in this one?
Just started.
Okay. I don't remember that there's a lot of Voth in that one.
It says it's a Voth mission.
Yeah.
The online says it's a Voth mission.
Okay. We're at 40% with 4 minutes to go. This might be a little rough.
I don't know if you guys watch Timberwolf that much.
I
know
do
you guys
sometimes.
know well, he just did one of his oddity build
Oh.
videos,
Mm-hmm.
and he did a mine layer.
Did he?
And
Frost?
Yeah, no, Timberwolf.
I don't know what Timberwolf is.
Just look him up on YouTube. But he's, he's kind of a Star Trek Online guru, and he's been doing a series of videos for oddity builds.
God damn it, I can't stand it.
And this last one, he did a really good mine layer, kind of.
Nice.
Because I like mines. I know they're not the most effective weapons, but I still like them. And I kind of took notes on this. I'm going to see if I could... He made it out of that Vorgon ship. From,
Out of a Vorgon ship? That's cool.
Yeah, that that one that had 3 front, 5 back?
Yep.
That's what he made it out of. And, of course, that thing screams mine layer. And I kind of took notes on it, and I've got a carrier that I want to see if I can replicate that on. there's no one would be able to replicate all of it because some of the consoles he used comes from either a lock box or a ship. I'm not willing to buy a whole entire ship just for console.
People have done weirder things.
Yeah. Yeah, I know other people have.
Have you seen the new the trailer for Baldur's Gate 3?
I'm afraid I have not.
That's all about mind flares.
Mind flares?
Flares, that's what they're called in D&D, where it came from.
Oh.
I mean,
Frost?
Yes.
Did you see my message in the chat?
No, I hadn't been looking, but I...
Aftermath has, the Patrol has tons of Voth ships. That's Pie's message.
Aftermath of Patrol. Awesome. Thank you very much. Well,
If it's not Battlezone specific, take that patrol.
Take that, Patrol.
yes, sir! You made me go to the stupid one before. So you know how I gave you crap last week about helping too many people out, not helping yourself enough more?
Yes?
I'm doing the exact same thing tomorrow morning.
What are you doing tomorrow morning?
I'm taking a friend of mine to an airport 2 hours away.
Oh, Lord. Actually, I'm glad you said that. I have to pick somebody up from work tonight. So far. That may change.
Where's it coming?
We have 1 minute left here, folks. Let's not get ourselves messed up.
Is it over? Good God, this guy's a whiner.
Was that Dr. Cooper who's whining?
Who is? I don't know. Yeah, Dr. Cooper.
Yeah. Shoot him. Just shoot him.
I want to shoot it. They won't let me shoot
I know. I keep trying and it never works.
And that patrol is just very easy. You just go from Borg ship to Borg ship, help them out, and then a ton of Voss spawns in.
I think you're thinking the other one I just finished doing. Can I push you off? Just push you through?
Didn't you have to do Iconian TFOs more?
I do. I have 3 Iconian TFOs to do. But we're in the middle of saving the vault. Maybe.
Okay, but afterward.
I wish they would let us jump through this cutscene, though. So remember, get the named Voth... the named ship first.
Yes.
Okay? If you are doing Vault and Snared, get the named ship first.
Supposed to do Aftermath? If it's not the same thing, I'm just going to stop listening to you.
Yeah, Aftermath and Nasruddin system something.
I'm trusting you again.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
I'm just hitting my shield when
Say
I
that-
get killed. When I almost get killed.
Yes.
It's taking forever.
What's taking forever?
Trying to restore my shield for my final endeavor.
Oh, yeah, because that's a sucky one to do. Which probably wasn't the answer you wanted, but it's true. It just sucks. That's a great case to reroll. Is it ground or is it space?
It's ground, but I have 2 rerolls, so I'm going to hit it.
That's a good one to reroll. Other than that, go down to Nukara with a tack. I think it's with the tactical. Make sure you've got a shield generator, and still plan on spending at least 10 minutes jumping into an acid bath, letting your shields die, jumping out of the acid bath and restoring.
It's an engineer.
Engineer, thank you.
That has the medical
Thanks.
regenerator. And it's a craftable one, so...
It is, and it's definitely worth having, but it's still tedious. Restore health is easier. Restore shields is ugh.
Oh, restore shields is a whole different story, because the health generator doesn't help with shields. Yeah, what you do is you just go to the ground consumables,
Mm-hmm.
and buy a whole bunch of shield batteries.
Yep. Just use them.
Somebody came in.
Who came in?
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Oh my
evening.
goodness. Run!
Ron
Everybody run.
Marcus, how are you doing today?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Guess?
Yeah.
Did you catch any funny viruses?
No.
Good.
Then
But,
you're good. Then you
A couple
are
weeks
very
ago, I went in to get new glasses.
Yes.
4 days later, my current pair broke.
That's right, you were saying that.
Yeah. And I found out, beginning of the week that my eyeglass place is closed for the foreseeable future while all this stuff's going on.
Oh, jeez.
And I was supposed to get them either this past Friday or like Monday or Tuesday, but like they were supposed to be done. And now
good. And now
I
you
have no
can't
idea.
get to them.
Yeah.
Can you call them and see if somebody can meet you there just to get your glasses?
Well, they have to go in and process whatever deliveries.
Oh.
Glass is placed, they send the order out, the lenses get made, they get shipped to the place. They go, hey, your glasses are ready, come pick them up.
Got it.
So, yeah, I'm kind of grumbling.
Kind of SOL, aren't you?
Have you paid for them yet? Can you order them online with the same prescription?
I have paid for them, yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Double suck then.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I've become a big fan of Zenny Optical lately.
All right, let me jump back into chat here. Vault is easier if you remember that the mesh weavers and widows don't matter in the giant web stage. Yes. The only enemies you have to kill are the vault weavers. Yes. I wasn't that squishy in this one, Sav. I'm just not that strong in this one. Doing this in Avant, that's crazy. Gotta be careful where you're flying, never catch them, blah, 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 blah. Obisek, Selah, and Hakiv all talk too much. So freaking true.
At least they don't. At least they don't talk slow.
God. What was I watching where the main character, I don't know if it's a TV show or a movie, but the main character just spoke slowly.
Was it TOS?
No, this was something current.
That was a joke.
Oh, sorry. No, this wasn't my Shatner imitation. All right.
I guess everybody's already done with the event, aren't they?
Well, no, but
Actually, I haven't even gotten online yet.
there's a world of difference between done with the event and willing to do it again.
Yeah, because you get dilithium with your.
You get the lithium and you get marks. What more can you ask for out of life? It's awesome.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm gonna say this out loud. I have a really crappy memory.
Yes.
I know I helped out somebody like 10 days ago. So I'm curious who that was and if it helped them at all.
Help them with what?
With a resume and talking about business.
Oh, that was me, and it has helped.
Okay, good.
Except
You know,
nobody's
sometimes-
interviewing right now.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, and it has helped. It's just,
As long as
I've gotten a
as
few
it
calls
makes
for
you feel-
interviews, but I still haven't had a job yet.
As long as it makes you feel better about your prospects, that's all I'm interested in. And for anybody else that is needing help in that kind of realm, I'm happy to help. Ask Mom, ask Jason.
Yes.
I think a really good job in what I'm talking about.
You do. I almost have to go back and relook at it, though, because it's clearly at the job level I'd like to have, but at this moment, no one's hiring for that. Maybe in 2 weeks they will be, but...
I'm sure they will in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, I hope they will be in 2 weeks.
I mean, a city like Chicago isn't going to be able to shut down for that long.
No. Well, I got an...
Are you just not to like destroy your hopes, but you're hoping that the corona will be over in 2 weeks?
Actually, I'm not concerned with that at all. I'm thinking that the essential quarantine will be over in 2 weeks. I mean, it's still going to be around. The people that are sick, I mean, the people that are currently sick will be showing enough symptoms that they'll be able to isolate sectors. I mean, there won't be enough people out there that'll be able to say, like, I'm completely fine. they'll know who's sick and who's not. At least that's my perception.
Okay. Actually, in Illinois, we won't be starting back up till April 7th. So that's... Why April 7th? It's a Tuesday? I have no clue.
I don't know. My girlfriend's really mad at her place of work right now
Yeah?
because they're still open.
Oh. I'll be happy to take her job for her. I could use some money.
Well, the thing is, she works in the food industry, and while they're limited to drive-through and pick-up orders only at this point.
Right.
But it means that she's going to end up with days where she's got to be there, but there's literally nothing going on.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
I mean, because a lot of their business has been people coming in, eating, that kind of thing. It's just, and she works a lot because she's one of the assistant managers, and she was really, really hoping to get at least a few days off, and she's just not getting it. And she's worried because while she could catch something, ride it out and be fine, I won't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If she catches anything and brings it home, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So even in-house, we're doing like this different corners of the house kind of internal self-quarantine thing to minimize all of that. Our dog is just so confused.
Ted Cruz had to limit himself to his office at home.
Really?
All of us are safer as a result.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the at the CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference. Turns out somebody with coronavirus attended that and actually shook hands with Ted Cruz.
Oh my gosh!
And the president.
And when he
and
oh my
a
gosh!
bunch of other people.
Yeah. And when he learned about this, he did a voluntary. What's the word?
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yeah, he did a voluntary quarantine where he cooped himself up in his office at home.
Wow.
It ended up being
to
over
the
2
betterment
weeks.
of everyone else.
Yeah, it ended up being over 2 weeks because they found out that I think it was the Spanish administrator who also tested positive.
Oh, really?
So he decided to delay it a little longer to make it from 2 weeks from the time he was speaking with him. So, but yeah, he has been announcing that he was quarantining himself to his home, but he was actually taking it a little further than that. He quarantined himself into his office.
Wow.
At home.
It just means that it's another guy that doesn't do anything, having a reason not to do anything.
Oh, well, he still did a lot of work from his office.
No, see, this is Ted Cruz. He doesn't do a lot of work from anywhere.
Yeah,
He's very much a do-nothing senator.
So I was just looking at
I disagree with you on that one.
I was just looking at the numbers here, and the incubation period for COVID is somewhere between 5 and 12 days so far.
Yeah. And then depending on your immune system, even once it's done its incubation thing, it could still take another week or so for symptoms.
Right.
So,
Incubation would be the time between exposure and manifestation of symptoms. So, but again, that's an average.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not so much symptoms appearing, it's symptoms that make you go, hey, this is this. Not just, I don't feel well, I've got a cough. I mean, it's spring, the weather's going crazy.
Yeah.
People have allergies.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's...
Someone we know was saying that she thought she had it yesterday, and I'm like, well, tell me, because if it's real, you need to stay at home and not go back to work.
Right.
And so I'm like, what's your fever? I don't have a fever. Okay, what have you got? I've got a runny nose. Well, first thought would be a cold when you still shouldn't go back to work, and second thought would be allergies.
Yeah.
So don't go back to work till you kind of have a clue as to what's going on. But she went back to work today, so I'm going to go on the assumption it's allergies. And she's somebody who's extremely cautious. So
40,000 fleet vouchers.
yeah. I was happy to find those today. All right, I need to do an Iconian TFO. I'm going to switch tunes here and go to somebody who's better set up for playing ground. If anybody would like to play Bug Hunt with me.
No.
Bug hunt.
Bug hunt.
Of course, I'm happy
Bug hunt's
to
fun.
do that with you.
I like bug hunt.
I like bug hunt
Done
too.
with dinner, and
That doesn't have an enemy that counts as a captain, does it?
Does the spawn mother count as a captain?
I think
There's
it does, but
few
don't
of them
quote
it
me on
does.
that.
I mean, I only have to kill one captain on the ground, but
Well, the queen at the end is definitely a captain.
Okay, so the queen at the
okay,
end.
then yeah, I'm game.
Fine. Let me get this tune up and running. Let me make sure she's got some good weapons. Otherwise, I'll switch to somebody else.
People are
Yeah.
already putting an X in the chat, and you can't quite see it yet.
Hey, where'd you get the hat?
Where'd I get the hat? That's from the Abraham Lincoln.
I gotta kill 20 more ground people.
I hope that will make DT happy.
You are indeed contagious during incubation. During your prodromal phase, before you manifest symptoms, you can be shedding virus. In some viruses, not all of them. That's what makes it really fun if you don't know.
He's running a what on what?
He'll be running
The
the
featured TFO.
featured TFO. Battle of the
on
Binary Stars on Mai Tai. Tie My Shoe, I think. Is Mai Tai Tie My Shoe, Lexers?
I don't think Lexer is actually in the stream, is
Yeah. Well, no, not in the stream. He's in the chat. Might be in the stream too, but he's in the chat.
I mean, I'd be game for the featured TFO, but I'll help with bug hunt first.
Frost, you said you were in?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just killed. I'm killing my last guy now.
No problem.
This has been interesting all day. I'm playing with half a pair of lenses. I got them glued back together so they stay on my face, but the super glue is really hard to work with without smudging it,
Yeah.
and it's next to impossible to get off the lens without undoing the part that glues it together in the first place.
Acetone.
Right, but I
Acetone
can't clean it off the lens without it also weakening where the lens is glued into the frame, so that the frame is solid enough that I can wear it on my face.
Man, that's...
Acetone and
Bad.
E6000, man. That's what I use to fix everything.
So,
Hey, but Lexers will be happy to invite you to the next one. I'm happy to do more things. Yeah, my allergies went nuts the other day, and I'm sniffling and sneezing, and people are just looking at me, and I'm like, it's allergies.
yes.
And then I
It's not
thought, you know what?
allergies.
That's not nice, so I went home and took some Benadryl. Just to
If
keep
it's
other people
allergies,
happy.
We don't appreciate the death glare.
Yeah, yeah. You've all seen Pie's,
Well, that's an interesting thing. This scout has taken damage for 30 seconds and hasn't died.
well, that's good.
Everything on him
Seen
is
my
saved.
what? Sorry.
That video you sent me, that clip.
I hit him with delete button. He still hasn't died.
I don't know what you mean the video is.
You sent me a cute little clip of people who sneeze in public.
Ah,
Hang on, I'm finding it. I've got it here someplace. We talk way too much on this. No, those are old.
Oh, the woman at the bus stop?
Yes, the woman at the bus stop.
Oh yeah, I saw
Oh.
that. That was funny. The guy just straight up blasts her. The thin blue line. That's an interesting.
Or the guy that sneezed or coughed and his house got raided by, I don't know.
That was a good one, too.
So-
I don't think... You know what? I think you sent them to me on my phone, not on Skype. Gosh darn it.
Yes.
I think I put it on Discord.
You might have put it on Discord.
Okay.
I'm running away. Protect me. I just killed like over 100 of them.
Oh, good.
Protect me.
Well, I'm not seeing it on Discord either, at least not in memes. I don't know where you put it.
I don't know. I'll find it.
Okay, that was a good one.
Sav needs the pew pew pew.
Okay, we're just waiting on you. Whenever you're ready,
I'm
Frost.
done.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I said I was done.
I'm sorry. My psychic abilities are down.
Cow, I've got a lot of stuff in here.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Wee woo.
Oh crap.
Mom,
There,
we will. Did you get Ed's meme with the worst case scenario?
Yes, I did. I shared that with a lot of people too.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you got it.
Yeah.
I'm actually running out of Omega traces, Mom.
Running out of them, or okay, yeah.
Running out of them.
I can't even remember where the heck I put them. I will find them one day. There will be. Oh, they're there. I have 3003, 3007, 3003, and then I've got 1,000 even. Oh, that was well done. 1,000 even of the Omega slivers, 166 shards, and 68 fragments. And I've got a few more sitting in a different account, but that's a different story.
Oh,
For now, I have
goodness.
102 upgrades.
So what you're saying is I need to trade you an item and let you upgrade it.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we can just sit back and let Sav kill everything.
You can give her a superiority complex, Mom.
I don't have to give it to her. She's already got it.
Anybody need a blue science bridge officer?
I don't think I do. Actually, I haven't checked my officers in forever.
I didn't think anybody did. I'm going to sell it on the exchange. Sell it for cheap. So if you want it, it's only 100 EP.
Hey, Pi, I have a question for you. You
Yeah?
put the tweet out for the Picard on this Friday, last Friday, and you
think
called
I did, yes.
yeah, you called it "Split Personalities." Was that the title there?
No.
Maybe.
Well, I know what the title was here. That's why I was asking if that was the title.
No.
There.
Wasn't it called split person? No, it
No,
wasn't.
it was not. It had
Wow.
a Latin phrase, and I thought maybe it had an unusual translation or something.
No. I just Googled it and then I didn't check.
I can't remember. I heard something about where it came from. It's
It's a Latin phrase.
It's referencing some like story or something.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
But I
That
don't-
even in paradise, death follows is basically what it says. Or actually, even in paradise, death will be there. Translation, there's only two things that are inevitable. Death in Texas.
Death in Texas.
Death in Texas, right? Because I live in Texas.
No, Texas will never go.
I mean, and even though it's really hard to avoid it, it is possible to avoid it.
It's so funny. I was chatting with one of my other friends who was in Texas and is now in Alabama earlier today. And I'm thinking, I haven't been to Texas in a long time. I should make a field trip and go down and visit people.
But yeah, I was about to say, talk to any truck driver out there. You can go around it, but it's just, you might as well go through it.
Yep.
Because you're either going to take 2 days to go through it or 4 days to go around it.
Well, I figured I'd just go through it.
Yeah.
I haven't been down there for a long time.
Oh. Shit.
What?
Is there a log file, Mom, on Strike Group?
Yeah,
On
for
the channel group?
for conversations?
No, the chat group. No, the channel.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, because I was supposed to invite Time My Shoe, and my
Oh.
mouse accidentally tripped, so I accidentally kicked someone.
Okay.
It's not you.
Well, I'm in that. Are you sure you kicked someone?
Yeah, I was just in there, and I accidentally hit kick, and I don't know who I kicked. but I don't know if there is a log of.
I'm not seeing anyone getting kicked in my chat. I'll have to go and look.
Not our.
Maybe it was just the Invisible Man.
Not somebody from Fleet?
No, Pi. With great power comes great responsibility.
I know.
What did you kick them from?
The channel, the group channel.
Oh, okay, I can look that up. No problems.
Not our fleet channel, you know, the cross-faction one, our strike group.
That is our fleet. Okay, that is our fleet channel, but I know which one. You're talking about strike group, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I invited someone and then my mouse accidentally slipped and I accidentally hit the username was highlighted and then I accidentally hit kick.
Oh.
And the real
I don't know who it was.
All right, I'll take a look.
He's just a random kick.
It happens. The good thing is they'd still be in the fleet and I can always send out a fleet message.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, somebody fucked up.
Watch that first step.
Where the heck is the crevasse in this one? There it is.
I see a bright light.
Don't go towards it.
Run through it! Yay!
Can't
There we
help
go.
it.
Ah, I'm standing in the light.
No, I don't
Go
want to.
towards the light.
I don't want to triple. Kill it.
I think I can get us across. Cover me.
So who needs the captain at the end?
I do.
Okay. So the rest of us can kind of lay back and let you put in enough damage to make sure you get at least some credit for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it counts as the captain.
Well, let's
We're
not
about
take
to
it.
find out.
Yeah. I mean, let's not take it away and find out that it counted as a captain, but he didn't get it because we were all killing things. Gotta be nice about these things.
You gotta kill everything else around him, so.
Why am I using this weapon?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Wow.
Because that's the weapon you chose.
I got an accolade. Yay.
Ooh, what'd you get? Bugs?
That's yeah, probably the see here. Yeah. Defeat 1,000 bluegills.
Wow, that's good.
How dare you? Go Denver.
I saved Denver for the last round.
Alright, we go this way.
This is it. The center of the hive. And where we'll
I'll just stand back for them.
Yeah, just kill the things around the edges.
I got all the way off the edge before the cutscene came in, so I landed and there wasn't anything.
Yeah, she's a captain.
How much is enough, do you think?
Well, just keep shooting at it till it's dead.
Well, I got dead.
So did I. That's okay. Got a paradox corrector.
Okay.
There you go.
Those are nice, aren't they?
They are nice on this one. Did you get your captain?
Alright.
All right. Yes.
I got my one captain. See, that's the frustrating when it's like an easy one, where it's like, yeah, go kill one of these guys. I'm like, really?
Well, the easy one is go to Nukara. That's the easy one if you have one captain. Sorry, not Nukara, Nimbus. Nimbus has the
Nimbus,
one
yeah.
fast captain.
Oh, okay.
I will put that together. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. But yeah, go to Nimbus, go down to the city, and walk around, and in the corners in a couple of spots you'll see 2 Nausicaans threatening a local. And you just walk up to them. After you do 3 of them, 2 on one side of the city, 1 on the other, and it doesn't matter which one, or 2 on one side, 2 on the other.
Okay.
It will trigger the Nimbosian hostage situation. Then you run out front, and you take care of them, and that's your captain. Or you pick up the mission from Yamlin Nook, and one of the 3 missions will be to basically go find where the pirates are doing a deal, and the head of the pirates is a captain.
That is something you should be doing every day.
Or you could do the
Free deal.
warden. The warden's
Yeah,
a
because you can
captain
get
as
good deal
well.
with that.
There's also
Yeah,
a captain.
that is good deal.
No.
All right,
I
let me
don't
jump.
see there is a log for the channel activity.
Okay, let me take a look here. Yes, we're up to $310, which is dang good. Now we just have to hope that STLV is going to happen and that I get a job and we can get this all done in what is going to be 4 months. So at this point, there's a part of me going, I would be kind of happy if they pushed off STLV for a couple of months. Because it costs us a fortune to do this thing, and I've paid for it a lot out of pocket the last 2 years, and I can't do that this year.
There's a streamer I watch who's like all sorts of on edge because she lives in Vegas and it's so quiet there now
Yeah, they closed the casinos.
that it's weird. I'm supposed to have all this
Makes me want
background
to watch
noise.
the video, the direct-to-video of The Stand. It reminds me of that movie so much.
Well, it has to be someone who's online because I filter it on online, so it has to be
Okay,
someone.
let me jump into that. And it was in chat. And
I
it was
wasn't,
somebody.
where you put in an invitation or you kick them, and then there was some person there, and I accidentally hit kick, but I cannot see who I kicked because
Okay.
it doesn't have a log.
Sav is all about like hurting people. That's all there is to it.
But it only shows online people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at something really quick. But worst comes to worst, I will just send out a message and say we accidentally kicked somebody from. Oh,
Well, next to
Oh,
Robert.
they
the
will
Bruce.
eventually figure it out.
yeah.
Somebody's named Robert the Bruce. It's supposed to be my hero. I'm struggling to learn Scottish mythology. And
Here.
Robert the Bruce is like at the top of that. Like, I don't know a damn thing about him. He has a weird obsession with spiders, but I mean, other than
Not Ivan. Not. Could it be Jason?
It's not in
I
that
have
log.
no fascination with spiders.
No Trace is also not there.
Who isn't
Trace
there?
I was just looking at the roster list compared to who's online in the chat group. There's several pages.
Alright, let's see who's online. Right now we've got me, you, Sav. We didn't kick Sav, she would have noticed that. No Trace.
spiders are not evil. You can't name a single thing that a spider does that's evil.
No, but that doesn't mean I love them to death either.
Well, no, the thing about Robert the Bruce is,
See, tie my shoe and no Trace is there.
I mean, everybody here has like heard of William Wallace, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like from Braveheart. Well, Robert the Bruce started a war against, or revitalized the war against England after William Wallace's death.
Did you kick
And-
Slaughterhouse? No, Slaughterhouse is there and he's not online. Hold on, that's not possible.
He had a whole bunch of losses, critical losses, in which a lot of the major families.
Slaughterhouse is there.
Trexadant.
He's holed up in this barn,
It's also there.
and he was contemplating just giving up and letting them kill him. And then he saw a spider building a web in
Did you just invite someone?
No.
in the barn that he was in,
Soft as there.
and the spider was
Yeah,
failing
eyeballs
to
there.
build the web again and again and again, and it was 7 times, and so he finally succeeded on his 8th
Jason
time.
is
So
also.
that prompted
Time
Robert
my shoe got
Bruce
it.
to continue with his rebellion. He finally got people to actually do what he asked them to do in the first place, and it ended up beating the British. I mean, it lasted for less than 16 years, but that's not the point. Robert the Bruce did defeat the British because he watched the spider.
Was
which
that
is,
the guy
you know,
I
for spider.
accidentally kicked?
Mm-hmm.
No, he's there as well.
Where?
On the
He's
second
not-
page.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Check Savant.
You're right. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question? The question is, has the Star Trek theme always played when we reach one of our endeavors?
Not all
No.
endeavors.
No.
That must be
It's
new
some,
because it just did. Dun, 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 dun.
It plays with some, but not all.
I think it depends on the expansion it's from, because the endeavors span several different expansions. Some do and some don't.
Pi, I'm just going to send out a fleet message.
Yeah.
Okay.
It may have done that because I reached another perk point.
Yes, it will do that.
Yeah, because that's a level up type thing.
It's actually amazing. Some of the buttons in here in this game is like, if you want to make something, are you sure? Are you sure? And then like the crucial options you want to do, they're just, nope, you don't need to confirm or anything. Just does it. Try to go.
Okay,
That
so
seems
now
to be
I
a
have-
kind of an important action that you need a "Are you sure?" question, right?
Yeah, that would make sense. I don't want the combat armor though. It looks so stupid.
105 fleets.
See, this is what happens when you listen to Pi. You end up getting a whole bunch of points in something you can't use.
What did I tell you?
You told me to get Terran marks.
No, I didn't. That wasn't me.
That may have
No.
been DT, but you guys are in the same kind of boat. You both give me bad advice.
Okay, sorry for that.
No.
That's primarily our goal in life.
Yeah, you're making fun of me because of my cake fetish.
Yes.
I don't eat cake.
Of course, Pi, a lot of people we invite to fleet chat aren't people in the fleet, and then we get into that whole issue. Is Red Bear 1 still in there? No, he isn't on right now, is he?
Oh, that's why. I understand now. But I can only have one of these disruptors, so what would be the point of buying it?
Getting it?
The Terran Task Force Disruptor Beam Array.
That was something that it had better crit something
Yeah,
cooldown. I remember
it's got a
DT.
plus 20% critical severity, does radiation damage to target per stack, and that kind of a thing. But I mean, it's a good weapon to have. But if you can't have more than one, point. Secondary to torpedo launchers. That's what it was when I was building a torpedo boat. I remember now. Thanks for telling me. You're very useful, Pi. Thank you so much for the information.
I didn't give you the advice. That was DT.
And I'm pretty sure you gave me the advice too, because it's the secondary torpedo launchers that you suggested.
All right, who's up for doing something? Does anybody need
I
to...
am.
Oh,
am.
Does
I
anyone
am.
need to do Battle of the Binary Stars? Does anyone need to do their
I do.
endeavors?
I
Okay.
do.
All right, let's go ahead.
I
and-
do, but I would like to switch characters.
Okay, go
And
switch
I've got
characters.
Phaser damage
Too
for
bad you can't do
my
that.
hard endeavors, so I'll do that with Battle of Binary, and then
No switching characters.
if need be another space one.
Okie dokie.
Visual damn. Why do I have that on?
Have you ever tried to move your character with your keys only to have a whole bunch of AS and net A's and S's in the
This stuff here?
chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do that all the time. And I'm going, why aren't they moving away? Oh, shoot. And then I get really stupid and I hit enter and then I look really, really, really stupid.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm
Only-
working on the second book and I'm flipping between where I'm writing the game and then the Stowe wiki, and invariably I'm putting stuff in the wrong spots.
Yeah,
I love that.
I've tried to steer my character around and realized that I don't have that window selected, and next thing I know, all that gibberish goes to some whatever
Yeah.
Twitch streamer I'm watching.
Yep.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah.
Especially for those who don't play like STO and that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Like, you okay?
Yeah. Très embarrassing. So it is now, what, March 22nd-ish, and it's snowing again.
Yeah, it's sleeting here.
Oh! This is just
Yeah.
pretty snow.
Pretty nice day. It's pretty nice day over here.
Well, you're far enough north that you're getting that. You're in that big patch of snow that's hitting right now.
Yeah, fortunately, it's pretty. It's not
Yeah.
cold enough that it's turning into anything.
We had a
Where did you
couple.
say it was sleeting?
Before all that hit, it was like really nice weather here. Like it was morning came, the rain had stopped. It was like mid to high 60s,
Oh, nice.
and then that weather system rolled in and started hitting you guys. And I took the dog out that afternoon, and it had dropped to like 40 degrees. And by that night, it was like pushing freezing. And come on, guys! Like we're not getting any of this now. We just get the cold snap with it. It's like, come on, pick one. If you're gonna give us crappy cold weather, make it pretty at least.
Right now it's
I blame
about
China.
30 degrees and snowing, but tomorrow will be back to 40. And then it looks like we'll start turning back up into the mid-50s by the end of the month.
Around here in Amarillo, we, on occasion, will get these ice storms that actually coat all the trees in ice.
Oh, yeah, isn't that pretty?
Oh, that is gorgeous. It's bad for the trees, but you have to admit it looks good.
It does. Yeah, we've had ice storms here that are so bad that trees fall down. I mean, they're so heavily coated that they just wipe out the trees.
Trees.
Yeah, trees. You know, those green things. Hey, Susan, how are you? Yeah, my workplace got shut down too. But that's a good thing. You know, we can all stay. Oh, hi, Ultimate Bacon Overlord. I'm going to use the next 3 weeks of enforced getting to stay home to work on developing my new business, working on the 2 books, and finishing the damn quilt I started for my nephew who got married. Well, let's just put it this way. One of his kids is going into junior high school, and I still haven't finished the quilt. It's a pretty quilt, too.
Mom, you're just
My job is to schedule me for the 9th day in a row
Oh, my God. Hey, I'll come down there and work for you. I really could use the money.
for a 10-hour shift starting at about 7 in the morning.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
What do you do?
Normally I do food and product demos. No, now I'm cleaning carts and things like that.
Cleaning carts.
Yeah,
We
they
make
want,
food, so our place can't shut down because we are a food provider. in Indiana.
these are in grocery stores, so we are, and they're trying to. So it's the same point. Vital service.
Mm-hmm.
And what's cool about that is if this whole
But
quarantine gets harder and they have checkpoints, we can go anywhere we want through these checkpoints because we have to get where we're going because
Oh, yeah.
we're a food.
I
Yeah,
wish
but-
I could still
yeah, but-
drive because I'm pretty sure all the Grubhubbers are making a killing right now.
Actually, no, they're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
no.
It's interesting. We got some carry out yesterday from a local restaurant, and to the extent that they can, they're having their wait staff do the deliveries, and
Oh,
to so they can help get some money into them. Grubhub, I'm sure, is getting some use, but Lyft and Uber both said that they are understaffed and they are willing to do errands for people, like pick up medicine and get their groceries and all that stuff, so that their people get some hours too. And the company that normally charges a fee to process the online ordering isn't taking the fee, so that the waiters at the restaurants can get some extra money too.
Yeah, I'm a Lyft driver, and most
Yeah.
of our drivers here in town just kind of said they don't want to do it. And I used to drive a lot of people from the airport,
Yeah,
and our airport only comes from Chicago, so they were saying we're not taking anybody if they came from Chicago because that was the headquarters of the virus.
Called
At least in this town, that's what they think.
But one of the other fun points, I mean, last week, literally 7 days ago, they scheduled me literally about 2 hours before I had to go and be there.
yeah, you mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah, I would definitely be using a lot of bleach
Yeah.
if I was driving right now.
Lots of rubbing alcohol and wipes and stuff like that. Wear your gloves. Wear your mask.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let me pick you up a car wearing a mask. That's gonna make you feel
I
really
would
good.
say the gloves, get some good latex or nitrile gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
That
neutral,
would probably
because
be
you will snap gloves pretty easily doing a lot of regular stuff, believe me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to wear, for a little while, I wore nitrile gloves at work until I realized they started falling apart.
So
I'm like, screw this.
Well, what you really want to do for something that won't fall apart is you get the gloves that hairdressers use for dyeing hair. They're washable, they're rather thick, and they last.
Huh.
Yeah, don't get the vinyl ones. Get the real ones. They're black or purple.
That sounds like the nitrile gloves that I was talking about, because the mechanics use those. And, well, I mean, I use the blue ones, which was a lighter gauge, but the black ones are a real heavy gauge.
Yeah, they're real
Mechanics
heavy.
use those.
Mm-hmm.
I just turned my carrier into a torpedo boat.
Okay. Well, let's do something then.
Battle of Binary?
We can do Battle of Binary.
You said was going to do that.
Yeah, because I gotta do it today and tomorrow, and then I at least get the rewards and that part done with it.
I'll queue up for a Battle of the Binary.
All right.
Thrilled to help you out.
Are we all in the same group still?
Nope. It always ends. Okay, I have got Ivo. I have got Jason.
There we go.
I've got, that looks like Von Marcus, I do believe. I've got a Frost. If everybody accepts that, that'll be a team there. I'm sorry, Pi, but thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
But I
figured.
wanted to warn you on my schedule changing because it could screw with me being even able to see the last episode of Picard.
Ouch. Hang on one second. Somebody's supposed to get picked up from work. Let me make sure that's not her. That just texted me. Yes, okay, thank you. Let's make sure that's it. Oh. Ooh, Cybrox says hi. For those of you who know Cybrox. I love having a phone where people from the fleet call me at home. Yay! You guys are awesome. All right. All right, is everyone ready for Battle at the Binary?
I need 1 second, please.
1,000. Done.
Ding.
You're very funny.
DT?
What?
I just got those 40,000 fleet deal on one tune, so I gave it all to SFMC.
I should have about
Do we
40,000
start it on our
tomorrow
own?
due.
No, I'll queue us up. I was just waiting for Frost to get done. He said he needed a second.
Sorry, I'm doing I'm completing the secondary torpedo launcher.
Okay. So we'll go in just a moment. So everyone can chill, catch your breath,
So,
have the Zen moment.
yesterday I got my escort
Launches torpedo. Okay.
up to
Awesome, I'm ready.
172,000 hull points.
Nice.
Because I'm now learning the set that gives me the power of math. So that's been fun.
Did you say you were ready, Frost?
Yes, I am.
All right.
I just turned this thing into a torpedo boat. It just got scary as hell.
Okay. I have us queued. Has everybody got a flashy green light?
I don't.
I don't have a flashy.
Okay, let
thing.
me.
Well, mine's from
Hang
hell.
on. No, we all would have gotten it. Let me take that off. Let me try something else here.
There we
Weeble?
go.
We
I
will.
got it that time.
Got it.
Okay.
Why is my strike group channel gone?
Oh, you're the one.
You're
No,
the one.
I'm not. I'm
Oh.
not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding with you.
Damn it.
That would have been so much better. Pie kicked somebody accidentally.
Found him.
No, I saw the whoopsie email, and I just kind of had to. I just wanted to just worry somebody for a second.
I was trying to invite somebody and accidentally kicked someone.
Wasn't me, so.
Well, yeah, you weren't there, so it shouldn't have been you, because it should have only been people in it. What's tomorrow, Marksman, that you're not ready for? Just mundaneness?
Actually, I have 40,000 dilithium on this character in about 2 hours. Alright.
Oh, this thing just got so much more powerful. Get myself emergency secondary shielding. Get myself defensive drones, just the works.
Marksman, I'd commiserate, except I don't have a job, which means I don't have money at the moment, which is my own gosh darn fault. But at the same time, it would be nice, because I was hoping I was still going to have my school for the next 6 months. That's not happening. So, yay for a retired husband. So we've got some cash coming in. Just let's put everything else on hold. I wasn't expecting that. At the same time, I'm very glad to not be working where I was working, because that sucked.
Well. Yeah, I know sucky work.
I don't mind tedious work. I don't mind hard work. I don't mind messy work. But
I don't mind it either, but I mind about not getting schedules. I mind
yeah,
when,
that's an issue.
I mind when, I mind when they seem to think that the way they're rotating things, I get the feeling that for the foreseeable future, days off may become an optional thing.
Yeah.
And that takes me off. Think of the money. What good's money if I'm getting out about 5 p.m. and there's nothing left in the stores to even buy food?
That's a good point. Do you get a break of any sort?
Not really.
Wow.
I get like a half-hour lunch, but that's halfway through the shift, which means if I buy like frozen food or something like that, it's not going to be good by the time I get done.
That's true, because you're in a somewhat warmer climate than we are here.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of our stores have limited their hours. They're open very early in the morning now. They open at like at 6.
For senior citizens. Yep, for
Yeah.
senior citizens for an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, yeah, because so many
which is
senior citizens get up at 6 in the morning. Except me.
Which probably explains why they want me there at 7 in the morning for this sudden shift change that they decided. And I mean, the other big problem here is, what if I actually had something planned?
How can you have anything planned? We're in crisis. You're not allowed to have plans or to have a
Yeah.
life.
Well, they do this. Maybe started doing this before there was an official crisis. So yeah.
I feel bad for people who had planned weddings.
Oh, that would, yeah.
Yeah, venues had to close, by state law.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad to still be working, but things are, as far as how they schedule things, it's a lot less stable than before.
Yeah.
And what exactly is it that you're doing?
I'm literally, at this point, they have us going in, sanitizing whatever the hell they decide that we need to sanitize that day. So today was carts for one store. Last 4 days before that was at Walmart, basically doing laps around the store, doing the gardening, the automotive center, the door to the automotive center, the electronics counter, all the refrigerated door handles, and that store had like about 210 of them.
Oh, so you're just spending all day sanitizing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Lap after lap after lap.
Well, I have been to some of those stores, and that should be a year-round thing for them, not just now.
It really should. It really should, but
It's...
And then what struck me here is what I get paid and what they quote unquote a lot of these places are offering for starting pay.
Mm-hmm.
And I could earn more working for the store if they were hiring. And the other little point,
Mm-hmm.
I've worked for temp companies. I know the formula. So what I'm getting paid, the company I'm working for is getting about twice as much to
Yes,
send
they
us
are.
out.
Yep. Yes, they are.
So I feel like I'm being used.
Oh, yeah. But you said you didn't want to go work for that place, didn't you?
Walmart? Yeah, hell no, I don't want to work for there. No, literally, I did apply for there at one point.
Mhm.
I did get the interview, and then the job point that they offered was completely opposite of what they wanted me to interview for. And that just struck me as wrong.
Yeah, it is. I've had a few interviews like that, but very few.
Yeah.
You should
Yep.
really meet up with me, Jason. Let me look at your stuff and
Yeah.
to get you in a better position.
You really should, DT, when you get a chance. Frost was hugely helpful for me getting some immediate calls from headhunters.
I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn here. All I want is for people to do better for themselves. It's not about improving me. I can charge $450, $500 a resume, and people will pay it left, right, and center. It's just I don't want to do that in this particular scenario.
Yeah.
But you should get instant or very quick results, and at least 2 people here that can verify it.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Well, yeah, that'd have to be headhunters, but then comes the other part of the situation. I can't really relocate for some of this stuff.
Yeah, but if you can get a better position where you're at in that area.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it does feel bad that you're in this kind of a situation. You really don't have to. There's an awful lot you can do to stand up for yourself and get the things that you know you're qualified to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of companies out there, they hold on to you because they want you to believe that you can't get a better position somewhere else. And that's almost never the case, especially in this kind of an economy. And once the crisis is over, I mean, they're already talking. I mean, if you listen to the airwaves that I've listened to, they're already talking about a jump of over 10,000 points on the Dow.
Wow.
Within 8 days. Of this
Seriously?
crisis. Yeah.
Oh,
And then there's the other point. I've been following some of this stuff too. This whole economic bailout. Oh, it's not an economic bailout. It's a credit on your next year's taxes.
really?
Really? Yeah, it is. That was the
I've
proposal I
heard-
was going through 2 days ago.
I've heard so many different stories about.
Yeah, I don't want it if it's credit on taxes for next year because I will just have
No,
to pay
I
it
don't.
back.
I wouldn't want that either. If that's the case, then no.
Yeah, well, I mean, Well, I mean that is one of the stories I heard. I heard that we were all getting a check. So I've heard multiple
No,
stories.
only specific people are getting a check.
Oh, now it's
Well,
who's the specific people?
People who are getting
People that have been employed for over 6 months, employing a full-time position, things of that nature. I mean, there's a lot of provisions of people they don't want to give that money to.
Yeah, which kind of rolls me out again anyway. So
Yeah.
because officially speaking, and pretty much every company out here except for very few does this. They only work you 30 hours so that you don't qualify as far as the state concerned as full time.
I mean, there's ways around that. If you're 1099, there are stipulations you can take advantage of. I mean, one of the big things they're trying to do right now, just like the rebate that people are going to get from the government, that they're going to have to pay back in taxes.
Yeah.
They're not giving that money for free.
No kidding.
It's not costing them anything, but they're not giving you that money for free. You're going to pay them back. Well, I mean, they're going to pay the Fed back.
Yeah.
But you'll still be small business owners and things like that can still apply for loans, and you're a 1099, so you qualify as a small business owner.
No, he's not a 1099.
No, I'm not.
He works for the placement agency.
Well, you should really look into becoming a 1099, because you can make a hell of a lot more money doing what you're doing if you simply represented yourself and didn't represent the company.
The problem is, again, contracts and this company, they took over doing demos for every chain store that does this in town. They recently took over the people who were doing it at Costco.
Mm-hmm.
They took over the people doing it for Target, which is the other big store chain. They've been doing it for the two groceries. They took over for the one grocery store chain they weren't covering before.
You can still work for these people, and you can set your own hours and stuff like that, and it actually is an advantage.
I do tend to set my own hours. They are flexible enough to let me do that, because basically I should be 1099. I'm effectively in charge myself, except for the basic schedule.
Well, like I said, meet with me at some point. We'll discuss it. There are a lot of opportunities available. I do have some resources that might help.
My general point is doing tech work, actually, but it's...
Still need to talk to him. I mean, for us, has been really a big help.
Yeah.
So I mean, whenever's good for you, I can talk about that.
Yeah. Well, the question will be when I get enough time and am not like I am right now in a rather angry point.
I hear you. Emotions should not play making decisions.
Yeah. But yeah, with the points like this, it's like, okay. It's the point of, like, the reason I'm kind of angry is that there's no real time to actually do the shopping that needs to be done.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, fortunately, that part isn't as hard as it might think. I don't know what it's like in Amarillo, but a lot of those kind of places.
I'm not in Amarillo. I'm in. Yeah.
Sorry. Well, I know, at least in most cities, they have some shopping opportunities. Like I know Walmart has a pickup for groceries.
And but they gotta have stuff to do it. That's kind of.
Well, that's true. I mean, you're not gonna find it everywhere, but I mean, there are opportunities in that kind of a situation.
Yeah. No, I mean they do have the ordering service, but they gotta have the stuff in stock, which they haven't had.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting restocked pretty quickly right now. Things are picking up. All right.
I was in there. There's still no frozen vegetables. There's still no meat.
Really? Because
really,
those are both back here now. Well, we're running low.
They're starting to get toilet paper.
Okay, yeah, that's back here now. My brother-in-law shops at Costco, so a couple of weeks before this all happened, he bought like 80 rolls or something, because that's what he always does. Yeah. And he's like our local source. Dude, can you hit me up with like a couple of rolls? I'm good for it.
I can hook you up, man.
I'm good for it, man.
I got the good stuff. It's 2-ply.
Hey, I want to do Gateway to Grethor. Would anyone like to join me for Gateway to Grethor?
Yeah.
Did you see the meme I put on Discord?
Which one? Where'd you
No.
put it? Where did you
The
put it?
guy sitting with the.
I'll
think
join you.
memes. Yeah, the guy with the paperweight last Thursday at 3:45.
No.
Where
Maybe I
there's a
did.
guy in the memes where a guy sitting with a paper roll and a small paperweight, putting it in small plastic bags like a drug dealer.
Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah.
I can
got
hook you
you.
up. I
Oh
got
yeah.
you.
Did you see
This,
the
this
one
is
I put
not.
up?
This is not merely, Mom. This is not merely toilet paper. It's Angel Soft. Soft 2-ply.
Avon,
See the
take
one I
care.
put up?
Have a
Good.
good night, all.
Take
Avon.
care.
Did you see the one I put up with Waldo?
Waldo.
Maybe.
I
Welcome.
asked that mom.
I did like the Chuck Norris one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I'm swapping two. Do you need an X-ray in GT Greco to get?
I see.
Okay, stop speaking Danish.
I'm gonna mute out for a bit. I gotta get
Okay.
some dinner.
I have. Okay, I've sent one to Jason, but he didn't respond.
Oh,
He's
that's
al-
because I. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, I
I've
went
sent
to
one to
get me something to
Frost.
drink.
Yeah, I can send one to you. To anybody else who wants
Just
it.
sent one to me. It wasn't.
No, I did just send it to you.
Sorry about that. I got
No,
a little
no, that's
thirsty,
okay.
so I made a trip to the kitchen.
I have got room for one more. Let me check. Jump into chat here for just a second.
Where's mom? She says she's in Delta. Quite I don't see her.
I'm here. Just checking in chat there. I'm by
What
Kabali.
are we about to do?
We're going to do Gateway to Grethor.
Okay, cool.
Okay, anyone else for Gateway to Grethor? Because then I have to sign off because I have to go pick someone up from work. 'Cause
I want to
what's-
switch ships right quick.
Yeah, go ahead. What's really interesting is it's not snowing very hard, and it's still light, and it's 7 o'clock, and that's kind of weird. Oh, Sav, it's not that bad. Besides, it's fun with a team who knows what they're doing. Or with these guys, either one.
Well, I thought I was switching ships, but the ship I want to switch to is not here.
Well, what's really interesting with seppuku, if it's done correctly, you have your best friend standing by with his sword, so when it gets to be too much, they chop off your head.
Yeah, I mean, I understand how seppuku works.
Okay, not everybody appreciates that subtlety. I had a great instructor who had been taught the proper way to cut off somebody's head, but leave just enough skin at the front of the neck so that the head doesn't go rolling away. And I tell that to my students, and their parents are just horrified that I tell the kids this stuff.
See, I find that really interesting. If you teach Taekwondo, I'm sorry, not a Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean. Taekwondo's Korean.
I was thinking it was Southeast Asian.
Nope, it is straight out Korean.
But yeah, you talk about seppuku, which is a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
It just seems very interesting that you do that.
It's an opportunity to teach kids something about history outside of America.
Yeah, I wish they would do that. It just doesn't happen.
Here's today's Corona meme.
Okay, is it going to be in memes?
Yeah.
All right,
My
everybody,
daughter-
if you're in Discord, go look at your meme central.
My daughter was asked to do a project on history month, and I told her that I wasn't going to let her do it because it was racist. And I actually had the teacher who was black was questioning me on racism. If you do anything because of one particular gender, race, or ethnic or belief structure, and you ignore everybody else, that's by definition racist. So, well, I don't see it that way. It doesn't matter if you see it that way. I see it that way, and it's my kid.
Good point. Is everybody ready for Gateway to Grethor?
If anyone waiting for
Fudd is
Gateway
leading
for
us.
Grethor?
Yes.
Gateway to Grethor.
Yes.
All right.
Is it Mel Brooks or Elmer Fudd? Really sure which.
That would be more Elmer Fudd, but not intentionally. Everybody got a weeble?
Review?
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gateway to Grethor. No, I can't do it. I used to have a good voice for that one, but not anymore. No, we had a wonderful guest speaker in Sword, and we would train with her for 3 days a year. And she was I want to say she was an 8th degree in Iaido, and she was actually recognized by one of the Japanese cultural groups as being a master, which is very rare for an American woman to be recognized.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. She's quite good, though.
I follow a guy who's a sword maker.
Oh.
And he's recognized by like legitimate Japanese katana makers as being authorized outside of Japan.
That's pretty cool.
Huge deal. Okay, I'm going right.
Oh, then I'll go left.
I think I'll go left.
I will go left.
Right, going straight. You hit the planet, we'll take care of everything else.
4, 3, 2, 1. Bright light. Maybe. Not. Try that again. For whatever reason, my bacon alert doesn't want to go off.
Yeah, it was that EMP.
Ah, there's my bacon alert. Lightbringer! I have destroyed
Actually, I
two.
think that was my.
Oh, was that? No, that was me.
It might have been both of us at the same time.
That could be.
Bright light.
I have 33 ships out right now. Oh my gosh, it is a shit. Wow.
It's a light show.
Do you see this pie? My people are all over the place.
So,
Are you done?
we're done.
We're done.
Frost, I'll take the planet side.
Okay, I'll stay right where I'm standing.
You might want to get a bit closer to the base.
I'm right next to the station. I could dock with it right now.
Hey, this is a family show.
From the flanking side?
Of course, from the flanking side. Madeline Kahn, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank you, Sav. Oops. No, that wasn't the plan. I completely missed that radiation, by the way.
But there's nobody on my side. I'm lonely.
Which side are you on?
I'm on the other side of the space station. Where they're gonna hit later, but they won't hit yet.
Yeah, well, they're not going to hit there till later. Stay here till now.
Wow, I'm getting all the portals, all the radiation portals, like on my 3rd or 4th.
Wow.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
I had already closed 3 portals before he came up and said, "Oh, remember to close those portals."
What the heck? I'm trying to close portals and they don't want to close. Okay. Alright, that portal's actually closed, but it doesn't believe me.
They're closed, damn it.
This is the one that wouldn't appear yesterday, but now it won't disappear.
I didn't close up this one. Oh, damn it, we lost 3. Oh.
Your husband can't die out there.
Oh, that's what he always sounds like. And he's in the next room, which makes it really bad to hear that.
I'm attacking 4 ships at the exact same time.
You got a pole there in the middle, Frost.
Working on it.
Oops. Works better when I actually turn on my engines. Oops.
Whoops, there's one. Yeah, that closed by itself. No, it's one here.
What kind of gravity well is that?
Is it the red eyeball one?
It was one in front of the... Not the red eyeball one, it was... It looked like it was on the tip of a wand and you were swinging it around.
Oh, no, no, that's the graviton displacer. Pulls them in front of you. But it is cool.
Yeah. Where did you get that?
That is a good question. It's got to be off a ship because there's no way I would think it'd be that clever. But I'll tell you after we're done
I
here.
have it, and I'll tell you as soon as we're done.
I don't think it's off the carrier.
Something in the Vanguard, though?
I think so. So got 23 transports, additional transports landed.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Didn't we get like 30 or 35?
We
like,
did.
Back to the best. Back to the best.
Shran. It's from the Shran.
The Shran?
The Shran.
Bright light.
Herald ships are attacking the starbase.
Bright light. Try that again. There you go.
Oh, he left us.
He was scared of my bright light. It's my fault entirely. Hi, Mike L. Andrews. He was in chat, so it wasn't him we cut out. There he is.
Ow!
Did he disappear again?
Yes, he did.
There he is. Every time I launch something fun at him, he disappears.
He doesn't like us. He doesn't want to come out and play.
Down to like 2% or something. 10%.
Now it's 0. Still hasn't died, but it's 0.
No, he did.
Which is always fun when they just die and they don't die.
They're just stunned. They're like, but I'm a dreadnought. You can't just kill me.
Blah.
Our troops have landed. We will
Isn't it
break
that she can have rice with soup for dinner tonight?
Ooh. We had leftover spaghetti tonight. Leftover spaghetti sauce, which was
I
very
had
good.
pulled pork. I had pulled
Oh,
pork
yum.
barbecue.
All right.
Excuse me.
Well, I still have one more Iconian to do, but I will probably do that a little bit later. Let's check to see who's out in chat.
I don't mind doing another one.
Can I have rice with soup for dinner tonight? You sure can. You're right. From the Shran, you were correct. Pizza. Yeah, I made pizza last night from scratch. Was it last night? 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago. From scratch. I did the whole thing you're supposed to do. I used the recipe for the dough from the bunny corn pizza, for those of you who've seen that video. It was...
Bunny corn pizza?
Yeah, the bunny corn pizza.
Okay, what's solve? I forgot it. Yeah. Nope.
I don't mind doing another Iconian, Mom, if you need.
Okay.
Give me a minute, please.
So I've stuck an attachment out there for the YouTube video for bunny corn pizza. I don't personally make my sausage from scratch. See, have you noticed that celebrities are taking pics of themselves because they are home? And it's cool to be home because they're all about safety and they're just like us. Yes, of course they are. They're just like us. And that reminds me, I messed that up, so I need to add... No? Good.
Yes.
I need to add a tab to my chat channel. I can't remember how to do that. I haven't done that for a while. Tabs. Add new
Tabs.
tab.
Yeah, new tab. Type in a name when you do it, I think. Or you can rename it later.
Okay. There we go. Whew. I accidentally carried it out and dealt with that. All right, I've got time for one more here. So let's see what's our options, because we clearly can't do any more Gateway to Grethor for 30 minutes. We have Herald Sphere. Brotherhood of the Sword?
It's always a fun one.
We did the other day, and we actually did really well, and you weren't there, so we were very proud of ourselves.
Yeah, well, I'm there. Just do this, do this, do this. We're good.
Yep, it worked out really well.
think you're up for an elite that we can get you to.
No. I'm not doing an elite on that. Oh, besides I'm injured, apparently.
Of course you're injured.
What do you mean, of course I'm injured? What's that? It's not of course I'm injured. Probably did that during... Oh, not even during bug... Oh, maybe it was during bug hunt, because I used my paradox corrector. Let me go heal myself.
Actually, I used paradox corrector once and I did not get an injury from it, so go figure that. But anyway.
Well, I think either Jason or Von Marcus had died, so I figured we'd save 2 of us at once, because I was about to go away.
Ah.
Though the muds thing is pretty good for that one, too.
I haven't done the muds thing.
The muds device...
I have to go here, but I
okay.
put a thing in ship build off. If somebody could look at that and tell me if there's something else that they change, I'd really appreciate it. And I can identify all the things that
I will leave that to the superior wisdom of people who are much better with ships than I am. Hi, Ghost Shell. Another streamer commented that maybe it would be good if the celebrities stopped whining about being stuck at home in their 5,000 square foot mansions with pools. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. 5,000 square foot place can be mighty empty if you're there by yourself.
Yeah. But you know, there's something to do. It's not like having, like in the case of my neighbors, 8 people in a 1,500 square foot house.
Yeah.
Which is probably why half of them are outside playing.
That's illegal. You're going to call them. Call the popo on them.
No, it's not illegal.
You're right. That's a Finland thing.
Yeah, that's regional.
Yeah, if you were Pi was, then it'd be illegal.
Yeah, Koshal says you can watch a movie in your home movie theater with a 25-foot screen. Yeah, that's tough.
I don't know how I would survive on that. I mean, you can only watch so much on Netflix, can't you?
Okay. This is true.
Ghost Shell actually asked, before you go, what are your guns you use on ground? The pistol that vary for board.
For the Borg, that would be the cyclic modulation compression pistol.
Which is really good if you have to do damage endeavors too.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm getting to like that one a lot. I still like my Mirror Universe phaser pistols. They're both nice.
I prefer the 7 guns. The 7 and 9 Patreon guns, right.
The cyclic modulations come from what, though?
It was an event reward.
Okay.
It was like a featured episode reward, so in theory, it's going to show up in Mud's Market. Just not right now. It'll show up in Mud's Market.
Of course not right now.
Wow, they have a sale on Mud. So
please forgive me for all the bumping on my microphone.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, everything's on sale on Mud's
We won't
Market.
yell too much.
Yeah, they got Geordie LaForge there. And
yeah, they did, Geordie.
They have the EMH.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I have the EMH because my first phase point, thanks, Mom. Can you register us for these codes? Yeah. We'll get and I got EMH codes. I got EMH reward thing for doing that. So.
Oh, my Marcus got stuff on sale.
They have stuff on sale almost every weekend. It just changes.
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
this one's a wide range sale.
Yeah, I mean, they've got. I'm looking at these Lita Bridge officers that are only 800. That was 4,000.
Gosh,
hold off on the Litas. You know what we can probably try to do if the con goes off?
Yeah, and if we can get there. Two things now.
Yeah, if we can get there and the con goes off, we might be... Chase usually gives away code for Lita officers. She was doing it last year. And
yes, she did. Yeah. I don't think I've got any left. I'll go through my list.
It's actually quite funny. Despite that I have a lot of this already, I can still buy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Like
not much in here I
the
don't
store
have.
warship, the House Scout, the Bacon,
Hmm.
the Crystal Barrier, the Denver Lorcas armor and stuff like that. I'm just like, why doesn't they just? Yeah.
Blinded by the light pack.
So you can actually accidentally buy them. They get, and you're
Yeah.
spending Zen.
Spending
Don't
Zen
worry,
and
these ships are legit.
Mhm.
I'm reading some of these subtitles.
Oh yeah, I like the freaking
I
laser
swear it's
dinos
not
with lasers attached to their head.
Yeah, but I've already got them.
But it's such a good description.
It's about time pack,
Oh,
which kind of is appropriate because it was like 2 or 3 years since they had run the featured episode rerun.
Yeah, that was a good one though. I enjoyed that feature.
should
Yeah.
we do another TFO
Yes,
for you?
yes.
Or
We are. I'm just cleaning out my inventory, so I've got a little bit of a room here. Had a little too much junk sitting in there. And yes, sort, damn you, sort. Excuse me.
snort? Nothing.
Okay, so it's an XP weekend. I forgot to open up my 150,000 XP bonus pool. Ah, this has been a good weekend to have had that.
Should play my Romulan, but I've been a little bit too busy.
Well, that ruined my pretty even 1,000 slivers, but okay, that's life.
Yeah, Mom has Lobby.
I do have Lobby. I have to get some more.
Yes, you do. I know what I'm taking when I get this whole thing done. I'm probably going to get.
So anyone? Okay, Darkthorn Batsa. Brotherhood of the Sword Advanced for anybody who'd like to join us. Let's see what's going on. New Romulus missions with laser beam sharks in the water. Oh my gosh. That'd be so good. Actually, Marksman, the Terran outfit is much better than the Lita and the Dabo outfit. Whoever designed that was just evil. Ugh.
You can actually, and that's like the Odyssey Terran outfit, which you can get with Lobby or on the exchange.
oh,
What was that?
oh, that was me. I dropped my mouse.
Oh.
Okay, Charlie Brown. That was a Charlie Brown arc.
You know, I have a cousin named Charlie Brown.
Really?
Yes.
Does he
His name is-
does he know somebody named Lucy who pulls the football away from him?
Nope. Yeah, his name is Charles Allen Brown. He is the son of my aunt. And everybody calls him Charlie Brown. And he's actually kind of embraced it. You know those zigzag stripe around his shirt?
Mm-hmm.
He had that tattooed around his arm. So he's kind of embraced it, so.
Worry when he shaves his head.
Huh?
Worry when he shaves his head.
Oh, he does shave his head.
He really has embraced it. We're in trouble.
We have room for one more Fed in Brotherhood of the Sharks Advanced. Or we'll just go as we are. Sav, you want to do Batsa with us? You're standing right there, right next to me. Dancing your little hearts out. Okie dokie, fine. Be that way. I shall have fun then.
Before you do, I noticed something.
Yes.
I'm on your left.
You are on my left. Now you're on my right. Well, actually, my right now. Then you are on my left. Okay, is everyone ready?
I'm in the mezzanine. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let me queue us up. Whoops, wrong one. Weeble. This will be my last one because then I have to go running off to pick somebody up from work. Yeah, that should be okay for that one.
Listen up.
Listen up.
Did I call her?
That was good.
Iconian heralds are bringing in a network of devices to subject
Actually, this cutscene or this pause is actually a bit better because actually something is happening on the screen.
Yeah, I like that it gives you a little visual image so you know what the heck you're looking for.
Once a device
A clue as to where it is.
have only a few seconds to disable the other two linked Iconian
Do I want to
machines.
use my dual Tetrion or do I want to use my phaser?
May fortune favor you. Now,
Ooh, and there's Pi beaming in right
using
next to him.
Polaron because I have a Polaron Endeavor.
all of the
Well, that would be a good reason to use your Polaron in.
else the network will reset them.
But I'll be honest with you, that's the only reason why I'm using Polaron.
I'm activating the.
Okay.
To disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
One is here. Okay, you're in that one. Then we just need to find the other one.
It's not letting me. There it goes.
I got it.
Okay, that's one.
Are activating a new set of devices. We need
Because it was right next to me when I saw it, so.
Wow, that works out well. Oops, there we go. Not over that way? How do we get in there?
15 seconds
Oh, good. Oh, there it is.
the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
Ow!
I think you activated that one a little early.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's alright.
I was
Um,
right on that.
That's alright, we can murder off the extras and then we can find where we gotta be.
Okay, where's the next one?
They're both down here by the next point, but we still gotta rescue the... I like trying to get optionals when we can.
What's the fire team?
Yeah, just tell me when you're ready.
Fire team has to...
I'm by one.
I'm by one too, but we need to rescue the fire team and I don't know where they are.
I don't know either because they're not triggering for me.
There it is. Got it.
Alright.
Oh, it said rescue fire team. I did. We didn't get it. Is there another one?
No, the fire team would be right over here and they gotta start moving. So we gotta wait for them.
Okay.
I didn't even realize there were optionals on this one.
I'll take care of the Orion at the next stage. Somebody just released the targs.
Okay.
Smith, fire team's still moving. Following the fire team out. Fire team turning back. Fire team's gone. Okay, we can trigger this thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. Let's get into position.
You have 15 seconds to disable
Okay.
the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
Got it!
Got it.
The heralds are activating a new set of devices.
I'm going for the Orion.
We can see you.
Yeah.
It was nice in the cutscene. You were right there running.
Yeah, because I skipped through the cutscene.
Yeah, I forget you could do that on this one.
Where are the targs?
Targs are down the gateway.
I'm trying to get down there. There. Oops. Let's try it. Okay. Targs are rescued. Which I always save to puppies.
Nearly.
You have 15 seconds to disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
Syndicate operatives rescue. When you rescue the syndicate operative, you have to escort him.
Devices are resetting.
Okay, I'm by one.
To try again.
I'm by one.
standing.
At the same time.
Can we go?
Do it.
You have 15 seconds to disable the other two Iconian devices simultaneously.
Got one. Did somebody get the other one?
I've got it.
So-
I'm getting.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
Are activating a new set of devices.
No optional on the next one, so just
Ramp on.
yeah.
Same thing here.
There's no optional, so just trigger it. We'll see where they go. I'll trigger it.
Okay.
They're both going to be down.
The other two Iconian devices.
I've got one.
I'm doing one.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Last stage.
This, and this is just slaughter, right?
Yeah, just slaughter everything.
That's what I like. Mom,
Yes.
release the hounds. Or I mean, release Denver.
Hello?
I don't. Do I have a Denver here? Yes, I do. There we go.
You. Suck some lightning. Suck that. Suck a flaily bubble.
Hello.
Hey,
You can hear me now.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
kind of faint, but you're there.
No, he's dead.
Fake.
He's dead.
yay, we did good.
We did do good. That wasn't bad.
You got all the optionals. That's good, guys.
Sweet.
Yep.
And more to the point, I got my 3 Iconian TFOs done.
All
Woohoo!
I like doing Brotherhood of the, I like doing Brotherhood of the Sword. I
Yeah.
mean,
Now that I know
And I
where
can- and I
things
can-
are, it's easier.
yeah, you can actually do it on Elite. There's not that much of a difficulty jump for it.
Okay.
The only thing for Elite is you have to get everything. You have to get all those slides done. So you have to wait till the fire team leaves.
Wow, that took a while for them to leave too.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but I have to go pick up somebody from work.
Oh, poo.
Oh, poo. So. Reading through all the comments here. Let's see if I've missed anything. Da, 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 da. I would love to see. Da, da, da.
Who's daddy?
Who's daddy?
Yeah.
That would be you,
Susan Tucker.
probably. That would be you.
Am I the daddy here?
Who's your daddy? And that's what we'd tell Grandmaster. You are, sir. Because he's usually doing that while he's doing some kind of joint
on our
lock.
side.
All right, folks. On behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I'm going to log off here because I actually have to go do some stuff. But I'd like to thank each and every one of you by name for coming out and joining us tonight. While we're all here in our coronavirus quarantines, we will be on the air a little bit more often. I'll try and make a point out of getting out here and doing something every stinking day. Like tomorrow morning. So if you'd like to join me first thing in the morning, we'll be doing something. I have no idea what it is, though. So, if you're online, if you're in chat, would you say ta-ta?
Ta-ta.
Ooh, that was good. I like that one. All in stereo, too. And good night to all of you out there. We will be back tomorrow. So, Pi, do you want us to raid? Oh, you've got the raid all set to go. You are just awesome, Pi. Go ahead and sick 'em.
Now remember when we raid, it's R.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.